Hello, my name is Ted Smith, and I'm the founder of the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club. We've been a Compassion Club for over 24 years and have developed over time in our kitchen a whole range of different products that I'm about to show you most of them. We do have some other products. We don't make everything that we sell at this point, so feel free to check out our website and the information that our suppliers have about their information on theirs. But for now, I'm going to run you through our basic products. So we make our cannabis products in-house for the most part, like I say, in our kitchen. And we use a variety of different types of inputs from cannabis. We use the leaf, the stuff from being trimmed, actually not just the small little trim that people often use, but even the bigger fan leaves have got good medicine. So we take that and dry it out and cook it into a bunch of products, but we also use the bud and even the stalk. Yeah, we have ginger cookies, we have oatmeal, we actually even have CBD oatmeal cookies. Then we have double chocolate and peanut butter chocolate chip. So those are the different varieties of cookies we have. Now, one of my pride and joys we call Buddha balls, and we now have 3 different kinds of it. We have the old sort of Buddha ball. We designed them to help people with cancer and AIDS that are towards the end of life that can barely eat much food at all. So there's enough protein energy in one of these Buddha balls to keep a person alive for a day. If that's all that they can eat, this will keep them going. And yes, the original recipe had a whole bunch of really great ingredients. There's no sugar, there's honey to sweeten it and help glue it together. These ones have whey powder, but now we also have pumpkin protein instead, pumpkin seed protein. And then we have some of them with chocolate as well. I think the whey powder ones have chocolate. And so we have the 3 kinds now, but there's also a whole bunch of different really good ingredients, hemp protein, almond powder, and other stuff that you can read up on. Then we have some Rice Krispie Squares. We could kamut puffs if we have kamut around. But these are actually made with the stalk. I'll explain stalk and all capsules a little bit later. But we even made products out of our stalk. And then we also we just call them daytime buddies. They're like little biscuits, little cookies, but they're not too sweet, really. But they contain bud. These have about 0.1 of a gram cooked into each one of them in terms of the bud itself. Again, a lot of our products are made not using extracts. We, in terms of traditional concentrates, we just extract it into a vegetable oil. In this case, I believe it's an olive oil. And then there's our capsules as well. And so we make 15 different types of capsules. They're not much to look at, different colors and such, but they're all the same size. But we make a really broad range. So I mentioned stalk and all. We actually take our stalk and put it in olive oil from one moon to the next, and then press it out of there and put it into capsules. And so those are not really strong for most of us, but at the same time, a lot of people find they're really great anti-inflammatories and just to take the edge off the tension and such. So the stalkanols, we can't keep them on the shelf. We don't get enough stock, honestly. The ryanols, though, are almost the same strength, but really excellent medicines for a lot of people. The ryanols are just made out of leaf, just like our cookies, but they are very potent medicines for a lot of people. That's all that they need. Again, 3 times a day is typically where people will find the best use of this medicine. And so, so the ryanols were what we had for years, and then Gail Quinn, the late Gail Quinn, convinced me to start making more products out of the bud. So we started to make something we call canoil, which is really just simply cannabis cooked into olive oil. It's nothing too complicated, but it works. And so we've designed different kinds of canoils now. We have indica canoil and a sativa canoil. We have a mixed canoil, which is a bit of a hybrid, and then we have a CBD canoil. We've also made a couple of canoils for cancer patients or other people with tummy problems. So we have a indica and sativa canoils with ginger in them as well. And then finally we have this one here, it says raw, which is undecarboxylated. The plant itself doesn't produce THC, it produces a THC acid. and you have to heat that acid up through combustion or some other way to make it into THC itself, which is going to give you a lot more medical benefit. However, some people are really afraid of THC because it gets you high and intoxicated. But if you don't decarboxylate it and knock that carbon molecule off, it doesn't really get you high. It can kill cancer, it can do a lot of other things for you. But THC acid is different than THC. And so we cook the cannabis undecarboxylated into an olive oil. Before CBD came along, we'd have a lot of cancer patients say, I don't want to get high, but I want to fight cancer. Well, the raw is the product to go to. And so we also figured out that we could make it 3 times stronger. And so we have capsules in just sativa, indica, and CBD. But we have super canoil, we call it, in capsules. We don't have it in bottles like I just showed you yet. But we have super canoil capsules, and they are very effective for a lot of different people. And then to pick it up a notch from there even, we have hash caps. Again, just simply indica, sativa, and CBD hash caps. But we sell hash here at the club. It's just like a keef, so there's no solvents, not even water. It's just the plant on top of a screen, the crystals fall through, and we put that into a capsule. The super canoil and MCT oil, super canoil and hash caps both use MCT oil. And so, as well as do the rosin caps. And so the final capsule that we have, we simply just call them pure because we use rosin, which is a method of extracting cannabis without using any solvents at all. It's just heat and pressure to make rosin. And so we take that and put it into a capsule as much as possible, basically. We can get around 130 milligrams of THC into a capsule using that method. And so that's the most potent form of capsule that we have. And so that's it for most of the edibles and stuff that we make. Again, we have a couple of other products from outside sources, gummies and chocolate bears and some gluten-free cookies and that. But all that I've showed you so far is from our own little kitchen. And the other line of products we're very proud of is our topicals. From the very beginning, we've had massage oils and creams and salves. This one here is called Green Lion Salve. It was one that the late Gail Quinn developed, as she developed many of our products here. And it's got a bunch of essential oils in it, and it's very good for a whole bunch of different aches and pains. It's kind of a tiger balm in many ways. And then we have some other newer salves as well. This one here called Melting Pot has been developed by Clea, our vice president. And it's a little smoother. The other one's made of beeswax. This one here has got a cream, so it's a little easier to apply, and it's got a bunch of essential oils in it as well. We've been finding lots of great results from the Melting Pot, and ice cream is another one I didn't bring to show you. And then we have we have an arnica salve, which is great for arthritis, actually, specifically. And then our regular salve, which is great for a whole bunch of aches and pains. And I kind of like the regular one because it doesn't have the essential oils in it and stuff. So I get scraped a lot by my cat and different things. So just the regular one works really well as well. And then we have a bunch of massage oils, which is just simply cannabis leaf. All these skin products, no, not all of them. The Melting Pot, I believe, is using a CBD canoil. So the old Green Lion and a bunch of our regular old products are just with leaf. But we do have some newer ones, like Melting Pot, that use the CBD bud. But our massage oils don't. Our massage oils are made out of leaf. Great for a whole bunch of things. Cannabis is the antibiotic, antiseptic, antifungal, antioxidant. It's a muscle relaxant. It's an anti-inflammatory and a painkiller, like all of these things, whether you smoke it, eat it, or apply it on the skin. The method of ingestion determines how long it's going to last in your system. So smoking it, it's great to get it into you, but it's breaking it down, right? You just burnt it, so it's not going to last long in your system. But when you eat it, or when you apply it topically, those chemicals don't break down nearly as quickly. And so those effects last for a lot longer. So we have the regular massage oil, but we also have other herbs mixed in with them. So this is St. John's wort that I got here. It's great for bruising and swelling. We also have an arnica, which again is really amazing for arthritis. And then we have, I believe, a comfrey one as well, which is great for healing broken bones. And again, yeah, obviously our regular one. And then Clea also designed this here we call a heat score, which is a rub, right? It's got one of those balls on the top. And that works really quite well for a lot of people too. Now I did bring one product that we don't make. I think I've showed you pretty much most of what we're making in our kitchen now. Oh wait, except for the suppositories. We've come up with some suppositories recently too. I don't think I need to explain them, but we're coming up with some different varieties of different strengths and stuff. But we are also really proud of some of the products that we take in from our suppliers. We have a range of different CBD products that are made out of hemp by one means or another. And they are excellent for a lot of people that have anxiety issues or other problems that make it so that they want to avoid THC at all. Some people are just scared of it, but some people don't react very well to it. And so we have a number of different types of CBD, sort of tinctures, but they're not alcohol, right? They're all olive oils and vegetable oils and MCT and stuff. But they've got ratios of like 30 to 1 CBD to THC. We even have a 50 to 1, which is really good for pets. It's kind of a small animal one, both because of the ratio and because it doesn't have a lot of extra little goodies in it. So many of these have got things like grapefruit extract and other extracts to help the taste of them. So that can be great for us, but for pets not so much. So we've got just a plain 50 to 1 ratio for small animals like cats and dogs. So that's most of the products that we have in-house here. And again, there's more information on the website, or you can call us if you need to get more information out of us about what's going on in our kitchen. And we even have our old cookbook, the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada recipe cookbook online if you want to look it up. We've got all our ingredients there. We do plan on coming out with a new revised version again soon, and hopefully that won't take too long. But thank you for watching the video and for supporting the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club.